Okay, and let me share my screen and we're going to jump right into this. Hang on one second here. Here I go. I want to make sure I've got the right presentation here, and I do. Very good. I had to double check that for a second. All right, let's jump in. I am so honored to be your host tonight. This is something that you can count on every Thursday night at the same time and the same place. Sarah Hine and the Amare Pioneers organization and team, which I am a part of here at Amare as well, is going to be bringing to you the overview of what we do here at Amare. So I'm going to jump right in and give you a little background on who am I and what am I doing here tonight on this. So my name is Laura Evans, for those of you that I have not met, and I'm a former executive for some very large brands in network marketing and retail, such as J. Crew and the Walt Disney Company, and then a few billion-dollar companies in the network marketing, affiliate marketing, social marketing arena. That's my background. I am just steeped in corporate culture, executive culture, which also means I have a real heart for burned out professionals. And I love to help people, whether they're in a job or whether they're starting out as an entrepreneur, find a way to get praised, to get promoted, and to get paid in what they're doing. That's kind of what my life has set me up for. So I enjoy doing that. I am an entrepreneur. I left my corporate job behind, and you'll hear about that in a second. And I'm an expert in maximizing compensation plans. I've developed and designed compensation plans for many companies. I've been paid to come in and evaluate and give feedback on compensation plans. So it should say something to you, given my background. What do I know about why am I choosing to build here at this company at this time? I can save you a lot of research, and I'm going to dig into that tonight and share with you. I'm also accomplished in international expansion. I've traveled around the globe expanding businesses, and I love international expansion and that the sun doesn't ever set on your business. What really drives me is being a six-figure giver. I'm not really driven by being a seven-figure earner, an eight-figure earner. Look, you have to generate income in order to be generous, and I'm totally okay with that. But what I'm really driven by is being a six-figure giver. And one big reason for that is my own story and situation. I am sorry, I have a feeling that you can't see some of the slides because of the Zoom, and I'm trying to move the screen bar and I'm not able to do it. So I'm just running into a little bit of a problem there. So you'll just have to trust me that in my family, we've got 4 children and we've got 2 son-in-laws and 3 grandbabies and 2 dogs. One of the important pieces for me was being able to find purpose through our pain. Right around the time I left my corporate career, one of my teenage daughters attempted suicide. And the reason that she was in so much pain, we discovered, was that she had been sexually abused and trafficked by our next door neighbor, which was her best friend's dad. Now, I want you to know that that daughter is doing so well. She is flourishing and we got justice. Those men will never hurt anybody else again. So our story, while it's been a very difficult one, it's a story of hope and restoration. And that's a piece of what really led me to be part of the mental wellness movement. I was drawn to the holistic solutions. I was looking for those solutions for my family. I didn't expect how much they would help me, and I'm going to talk about that in a second. But in addition to that, I am so focused on being able to pay it forward, and our daughter is too. She inspired her therapist team with her story to create a foundation that provides free mental health therapy scholarships for abused children, because she looked around and a lot of the other children that had been abused by the same monsters that abused her didn't have the support from their family or didn't have the resources and the access to get the therapy and the support that they needed. So a big piece of what we do here at Amare on our team is being able to give back to that foundation. And whatever you are in Amare, Amare, you are a part of giving back to the Amare Caring Hands Foundation. That foundation is an organization that the company donates to. On your first order, automatically the company rounds up and donates for you for all first orders, but you also get the option on every order, and you can just donate whenever you want to. So we're about service and being known for caring about the community here at Amare. Our founder, Hip Tran, said, you only get to be the first at something one time. You only get to be the first at something one time. And that really rings true for me because I like being the first. And your community, while we're on this call, is in the chat. So if you like being the first at something, drop it in the chat. Say, I like being the first. Well, we are category creators here at Amare. So you get to be the first of bringing holistic mental wellness solutions around the world and making that kind of an impact. We are seeing a cultural change around mental wellness everywhere. When the company first began about 5 years ago, the pioneers who started this company, they had to explain to people what is mental wellness. But we know today what mental wellness is. In fact, drop it in the chat. What does mental wellness mean to you? You're hearing about the mental health crisis that we have everywhere. From our young people, you're hearing about it from celebrities, you're seeing it in newspapers, in magazines, in TV. It's surrounding us everywhere, especially in this post-pandemic environment that we're in. And so that's why we are at the right time and place with this message. The thing about mental wellness is that it goes both ways. I'm talking about the communication between your gut and your brain. You may see a lot of companies talk about, better cognitive function or better mood or better sleep or whatever. But we mastered from the beginning of the creation of this company, we mastered the fact that it is a second brain situation, that your gut is your second brain, and how you feel in your head is not coming just from your head, it's coming from your gut. And we know this to be true. We know that our gut and our brain is constantly communicating. Emerging science is proving this over and over again. In fact, you could almost Google anything and then say gut next to it, like this and gut, and you'll find how much science is attaching situations we find ourselves into from a health perspective to the microbiome and gut health. And we were on the cutting edge of that, and we continue to be innovators on the cutting edge of that. So all the different things mental wellness means to you, it could mean confidence. It could mean the ability to be stress resilient. That's an important thing we talk about when parenting kids with trauma is about resilience. It could mean focus, ability to calm down your brain and be able to focus. It could mean the ability to quiet your mind so you can go to sleep. But you know what it also means? It means financial health, because the number one thing that keeps people awake is worried about finances. Let's take a look at some financial health facts here in the states that we're experiencing. We know that inflation is up, and it may even have risen from when I created this slide. 2/3 of Americans are living paycheck to paycheck. And the sad thing is that not only are we living paycheck to paycheck, but we are dipping into our savings account just to keep up with the basic expenses. Americans are saying they need to make $122,000 a year on average, but the average income, the average salary is half of that. So we've got a gap. We have a gap between what we're earning and what it's costing us to live. And some people are borrowing money for that, which is a dangerous situation. And some people are just running out of solutions. In 2008, studies showed that recession and all the foreclosures that happened, if families would have had just $400 more, just $400 more, they could have avoided a foreclosure on their home. Look at some of the headlines recently. Layoffs are up nearly fivefold this year, with tech companies leading the way. There's a rich session that's happening where Unemployment is starting to happen to the six-figure executive suite jobs. The job market slows down as more and more people are looking. Look at some of these firms that have had huge global layoffs. Amazon laid off 27,000 people. Meta laid off 21,000. You can read this slide. Thousands of people are losing their jobs, and if they did not have another source of income, what would they do? Drop I love other sources of income in the chat. Who's with me? I am all about having multiple sources of income. That is so important. So what are some ways you create more income? Well, you get a second job. That's one way. Or you could have rental income as a property owner if you had the finances to be able to do that. Or you could invest in the stock market and have investments. And I think Sarah was sharing earlier this week about you'd have to have some crazy dollar amount in the bank to be able to get the kind of dividends of like $2,000 a month, which we can show you how to be able to do. Or you could do what we're doing and what an additional stream of income through social selling and through affiliate marketing. The trend is your friend. All of these trends are happening right now. Mental wellness, gut health, financial stress, gig economy, social retail, earning online, multiple streams of income. And Forbes magazine, for the second year in a row, is saying that affiliate marketing could become the most powerful tool, not just of 2023, they're saying it again at the end of 2023 about 2024. Lives here are changing for the better. At Amare, we are seeing 2 times higher product consumption. That means that we're just not, it's not just us that's excited about what we're experiencing here and the products that we're using here. Real people are getting real results, and they are coming back month after month after month and using the products because they can only get it here, and they're telling other people about it. Even as customers, they are telling other people about it because of the results that they're getting. So it's like 2 times the retention of what we see at other companies in this industry. Amare's growing, 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 even during the pandemic years. And you can see, I believe this year we nearly doubled in size year over year. Last year, Amare acquired Kyani, a 16-year-old, well-established company in over 50 countries that specializes in physical performance. We really specialize in mental wellness and mental performance. They specialize in physical wellness and physical performance. So it's this exciting strategic partnership for us to expand our global footprint to so many different countries. So it's exciting right now to be able to be here when that's happening and at the doorway of that beginning to open for you. If you haven't heard already, Amare means to love. And part of the very intentional of naming the company that, the intentions behind it was that we mean it's important for you to learn to love yourself so that everything else will fall into place with you being able to serve others. It's really important that we start with taking care of ourselves and speaking kindly to ourselves so that we can show up and serve others. Our core values are so, they rang so true for me. And as much as my product experience with the company, the core values really spoke to me too. What is your favorite core value in Amare? Please drop it in the chat. I'd love to know what your favorite core value is. Love is obviously one of our core values because we're named for that. But for me, integrity was my favorite core value. I needed to find a company that was going to do what they said they were going to do. And that doesn't mean that problems don't come up. I mean, when you're in business, there are problems, but a company that would use their guideline of love, integrity, innovation, service, and humility to guide them on how they would communicate and handle things as it arises. So that was one of my favorite ones. Our mission here at Amare is to create a holistic mental wellness platform of products, programs, and people that all go together. We make it easy to do business with us here at Amare, and that's an important part about how we show up. And I hope that you experience that as you're looking at this business. So, what do you look for in a business? I get this question all the time. Honestly, every time a new company comes up, somebody comes to me and says, "What do you think about this company? And what do you think about that company? And what do you think about this one? And take a look at this comp plan." So, I'm constantly answering this question. So, I'm going to share with you what are the top things that, from my experience, I look for in partnering with a company. So, I vetted Amare with these things in mind. Marketplace timing, we've already talked about that. Mental wellness is the conversation that gets people to lean in and they're looking for solutions. The company itself, it was important to me that I knew who the owners were and that I knew what their intention was to build a legacy business and to be known for service as much as they were known for the products that we offer, and that I knew who the executive team was and that they were experienced and capable of helping us scale and grow. Quality products. Of course, the products have to work. And what I especially love is that the products are uniquely designed here and formulated here, which means the results that your clients get can only be received here through you and through me. That's important when building a business because I don't want to compete with anybody else. I want to be the only place in town that they can get the solutions. And our products are proven quality. One big way I test this every time somebody comes and says, "Look at this company, and what about this one, and what about that one?" Every time they do that to me, one of the first things I look at is the return policy. I look at the ingredient list too, because ingredients matter. I want quality ingredients and I want to be sure that there's third-party testing like we do here. But the return policy tells me a lot. It tells me more than looking at the ingredient list because I see so many companies that have a lousy return policy. Our return policy says you can open the products and you can use the products for a full 90 days. And if you are not satisfied with what you purchased within the 90-day time frame of evaluating it, you can return it, even if it's been opened and used. There's a lot of companies I see out there that you can't even return the product once you opened it. Now, how does that work? How do I know if it really works or not if I can't use it? So I don't even bother with that. If that's what a company's doing, I don't even give it a second look. But you're going to be very proud to stand behind and know that the company stands with you with our money back guarantee that we have here at Amare. And I'm going to tell you something else. I'm so skeptical. I actually spent $3,000 of my own money to buy the Amare products and send them off to my own chosen independent third-party laboratory for testing. You don't need to do that. I got a 21-page report back that proved that everything that Dr. Sean said of all the testing of glyphosate, no mold, no mildew, no lead, products are labeled correctly, what's in the bottles on the bottle, all of that checks out. So I got you. All right. The other things I look at is a fair and balanced compensation plan. We're going to dig into that in a second. It's important to me that everyone sees a way to make money and that everyone feels they can win here. The other thing is a culture that aligns. I love our culture here. We are driving this mental wellness movement together. Here I am on a call with a lot of people that are not even on my team, but we as leaders band together and share the best practices because we want to grow together. And the more we all win together. So I love that culture here at Amare, and I hope you get to experience it. We are the one and only mental wellness company. And we don't just say that, we actually backed that by having it trademarked. There's no other company in the nutrition space all around or the direct selling space that can ever claim that they are the mental wellness company because we own the trademark. We've got an outstanding executive team and leadership team that is scaling us for growth, as you've seen us growing already. We have a powerful community of heart-centered, loving, caring, energetic distributors, partners that want to be part of this movement. And we have innovative products that deliver results. The genius behind our innovative products that deliver results is Dr. Sean Talbot. I'm not going to read you all of his accolades, The story that matters so much to me about Dr. Sean Talbot is the reason why. It's not what he does and how much he's accomplished. He's super accomplished, y'all. He's written like 20 books. The most recent is the Mental Fitness book. It's a great one. I highly recommend it. He's got all kinds of letters and degrees after his name. He formulated all of these products and he knows all about how they work and why they work. But why did he want to do that? Well, he was specializing in nutrition and working with Olympic elite athletes on performance, which has a lot to do with mindset. But a tragedy struck his family. He lost his younger brother to an overdose. And that caused him to wonder, what is how does that happen? How are some people more predisposed to addiction than others? How are some people able to master recovery more than others? What is the connection between our gut, our heart, and our brain? How does that work? And that really led him to master what is happening between our gut and our brain and our heart. And that means a lot to me. Our products, this is our Amare products for mental wellness. We also have the Kyani products for physical performance and physical wellness. But you can see we don't have like a huge line of hundreds and hundreds of items. It's basically right here. And we do things like help with mood, motivation, metabolism, mental fitness, sleep, stress resilience, confidence and weight, gut health, and hormone balance. Well, I got to touch on that for a second. I thought I was struggling with menopause, but I thought I don't have a gut problem, so these products can't help me. And boy, was I wrong. I'm so thankful that a friend of mine took the time to say, you really need to try these products. And she was so confident that these products would make a difference for the hot flashes and night sweats that I was suffering with. She told me, stop everything else you're using and try just these products so that you can see for yourself that it's just these products that's working. And I'm like, well, that's pretty bold. So I did. And within 3 days, I noticed such a difference in my hot flashes and night sweats more than anything else I had been doing. And I was doing all the natural things that I thought I must have manifested it. I thought it couldn't have been these products. So I actually ended up stopping the product, stopping taking Amare, and my symptoms came back. And so she was right. I started using the products again. And sure enough, I got rid of my symptoms. As an Amare customer or partner, if you're here in the chat, drop in what the products have done for you. Share your story, share your testimonial. What have the products done for you? What have they helped with? And they are just absolutely outstanding. Our most popular pack is the Happy Juice pack. And it is by far our most popular pack because it gives you a clear mind, a calm mind. You feel it working right away, but it's also addressing the root cause. It helps to increase your happy hormones. That's where it gets its name, increasing serotonin and dopamine. And it increases GABA, which helps you for calm and for resilience. And it decreases cortisol, which helps your inflammation response. So it reduces inflammation and also just reduces that stress on your overall body. So I would highly recommend that you talk with whoever invited you about the Happy Juice pack if you haven't already. Here are some of the clinical studies on Happy Juice. You can just see who wouldn't want a little bit more of this, right? Look at the effect on anxiety, irritability, negative mood, confusion, fatigue. I mean, this is worth every penny. This is a transformation in your life when you're able to get these kind of results. And that's why people keep coming back and back to Happy Juice and keep telling more and more people about it. That's what makes it so viral. The Happy Fit Pack's a really popular one, especially at this time of year, because we have folks that are interested in being able to they take control of their health. You know, they want 2024 to be better than 2023 from a health perspective. So this is Happy Juice plus a few of our other products that can help you better take control of your health. And again, we've got some great deals on that right now, and you can ask whoever invited you about it. And everything's backed with our 100% money back guarantee. Okay, that's like the presentation, but what do you really want to know that I haven't talked about yet? Well, I'm going to tell you, I know you're sitting there thinking, can I do this? Can I do this? Like, that's all great, but could I really do this? You're wondering, will people really want it? Like, I know everybody's excited about it, but would people really want it? And then you're wondering, is the company really going to stand behind me? I've been burned by some things like this before. How do I know to trust this company? And how am I going to really learn to earn? How am I going to learn how to do what she's talking about to be able to earn that additional stream of income? Well, I'm going to jump through that pretty quickly and then we'll wrap up. So where you would start. Some of my friends here at Amare had some of the same concerns that you did. You can look at Paige there on the far left. Paige Crow is a friend of mine with 3 children, and one of them's been diagnosed with a terminal rare disease. This took her out of being an educator, which she had gone to college for and loved as her career. She wasn't able to work a full-time job with all of the medical appointments and the sickness that her son Satcher had. So she found Amare products not only helped her better manage the stress in her life and to help her children as well, because we really specialize in kids' mental wellness too. But she got such great results. And as she told other people and they told other people, it created an extra income stream for her family as well. Rosie's been in network marketing for a while with other companies, but she's never qualified for an incentive trip. And now she's qualified for over 2 incentive trips that she took her husband on to some amazing places. Dr. Kevin found our products for himself as an empty nester struggling with his identity and feeling kind of lost, kind of down, kind of sad. And then it turns out, as a pediatrician, so many families were asking him what he was using, what he was doing, what he would recommend from a holistic perspective. So he's been able to walk alongside that for his younger clients and their parents as well. And Sarah B, a corporate executive who was burned out, but wasn't really sure she wanted to build a business until she dipped her toe into what was happening here with mental wellness. And it grew so quickly for her that she's developed a legacy business here, as well as replaced her income. It's a huge market, y'all. It's over $120 billion. But even more so, it's projected to be trillions of dollars. Even if you had a tiny bit of that marketplace, it could make a difference in your family for the rest of your life. So it's pretty amazing. Here's a little bit of a growth chart that happens with companies. It's a timing chart. You've got the startup phase where the concept's being like, it's startup. And then you've got the prove it phase where the concept's beginning to take hold, but then you've got the hyper growth phase. And this phase of hyper growth, I've been in before, and it only happens once. It's true that once you reach a legacy phase that you could have growth after, but you don't have this kind of growth and you don't have hyper growth. And the reason that other companies might say, oh, well, you can do that, but it's risky, is because they're past it. Like if somebody says that to you, that's because they're past the hyper growth stage and they don't have that to offer anymore. But you are not past that here. You are in it at the right time. We've been pioneering this for you. We've perfected the messaging of the viral happy juice. We've tweaked the compensation plan to be really, really rewarding. So you're in it at the time where it's just literally combustible. It is so exciting to see the growth that's happening right now and where we're headed, and that you get to be part of that. So how would you do it? And how does the company support you? How would you learn how to do this? Well, we teach an attraction marketing system. We have free resources in the company at amarelearningexperience.com, where you can access anything that you want from the best of the best practices of our sales leaders on how to be able to attract people instead of feeling like you're being spammy with people. Nobody wants to feel spammy. So this system works. We also have free tools for you. You don't have to pay every month for a website here. You don't have to pay every month to get access to videos to share. You've got an amazing tool right on your desktop or in your hand, in your phone, where you can easily share content, share information, follow up with people, get reminders to follow up with people, see who watched what. It's really fantastic and amazing. And our marketing team creates amazing resources. What I love most about the plan here, the compensation plan at Amare, is that you're not winning alone. I mean, let's be honest. We all know those leaders that it doesn't matter where they go, they can be successful. They just have it. They are experienced, they've got the connections, and that's great. That's great. But what about everybody else? What about everybody else? And I love that here at this company, it's not just the top leaders that are able to be successful and earn and achieve things. There's something here for everyone. There's something here at every stage, whether you are just immediately starting out or whether you are in the mid-level stage. There is something here that's meaningful and can be meaningful for you and your family. It starts with a save $10 off code. When you join as a partner, you get a save $10 off code. Now, your customers do too, and your customers can refer people, but they only get a one-time free credit, free product credit. But as a partner, you can earn over and over again on orders and commissions. You start earning 20% immediately, weekly on the first orders. You don't have to hit a sales quota to do that. You start earning it immediately, up to 38%. And you could even rank advance and achieve things in our plan on customers only. If you say, I don't want to build a team, I don't know how to, I don't like to, whatever, no problem. You can earn on customers only a great income here. You earn no less than $500 with just 5 new people, and that can be customers or partners or any combination. You earn from customer referrals. When your customers refer other people, they count as your enrollments. You earn an enrollment and retention bonus here. We have monthly minimum rewards at $1,000, $2,000, and $2,500 in our low to mid-level ranks. Folks are able to know for sure that they're going to make that amount of money each month. We have revenue sharing pools. We pay to 10 levels plus 2 types of compression. I heard the other day about a company that's considering getting rid of the compression in their compensation plan. And for those of you that don't know what that means compression is when you help someone enroll other people, and then for whatever reason that person leaves, you still get paid on that organization, even when people leave, because you did that work. But some companies are taking that away, and we didn't take it away. Instead, we added to it, and we have 2 different types of compression that we pay you on. We also have an infinity bonus where you get paid all the way down for everything that you create. And anyone here can qualify for incentive trips, not just the top enrollers. You can earn up to $93,000 in rank rewards here at Amare. That can come in designer merchandise, cash, or cars. You can earn 25% back in product rewards. That's like $2,400 a year in free product rewards that you earn here from our compensation plan. So let's take a quick look at this. One of the headlines I captured recently says that the inflation in the United States means that families are spending $709 more per month than just 2 years ago. Where are they getting the extra $709? Well, they're getting it by borrowing money. They're getting it by putting it on credit card debt. They're dipping into their retirement funds. They're taking second jobs and more time away from their family. What if you could show someone how to make $750 a month and they don't even have to rank advance and they don't have to be a top enroller? This is just one example of how someone could make $750 a month. Drop 750 in the chat. Who would like to show people how to make 750? It's introducing 5 new people, and that can be customers. And it's helping 3 partners get 3 reorders. That's not even new. It's helping 3 of your partners get 3 customers reordering. That's how someone could earn $750 month after month after month after month. Pretty amazing. Here's what you don't have to worry about. This is kind of the fine print that you don't have to worry about here at Amare. First of all, customer purchases qualify you for commissions. There's no personal purchase required. There's no monthly fees for apps. You can earn free products. You won't lose commissions if your team outpaces you. You don't need to build a team to rank advance personally. Commissions aren't capped. We have a high PV to dollar spent ratio, and there's no customer enrollment fee and no customer renewal fees and no minimum purchase required. Usually when somebody reads the fine print, it's all the negative stuff, but hopefully some of that lights you up because you may have been burned by that in this industry before. And when I tell you we're different here, we're different here. And the best way for you to evaluate that is to evaluate it for yourself. Here's the kind of support you can count on from this team. And I'm talking about any of the teams that are represented here on this call. We provide personal coaching. We have a private online community, one that Sarah Hine runs herself, that can help you and support you. We have weekly events for support and training. We have unlimited online support. We have free team resources that are provided to you, free onboarding training, including social media hacks. We know how to teach you how to win here, and you get this kind of support from our teams that are represented here on this call. So in the end, the choice is yours, and you may have some things to think about. Hopefully, I've given you something to think about tonight for the person that cared enough to invite you to come to this call. So what feels right for you? You might say, I want to be a difference maker. I want to be a six-figure giver. I want to be able to not have to dip into my savings to cover the gap in our family income. I want to pay down debt. I want to pay it forward and be able to give more to charity. If that's you, then you can choose a launch pack that's going to have the best savings and rewards for you. It's the best value for you. And I'm not your accountant, but usually those things would be tax deductible for you because of you starting a business. Or you can build your own, because right now we've got a special offer where we will waive the partner fee for you to create your own pack of what you want to start with. So talk with whoever invited you to this call, and they will personally customize and guide you to what that would look like for you. You could also choose, because the choice is yours, to just be a happy customer. Just start off as a customer, and if you want to upgrade later, that's fine. But whichever one that you choose, know that Amare will be donating to Caring Hands for you on your behalf from your very first order. So let's go make a difference together, everyone. And let me be the first to welcome you home to Amare. We are the mental wellness company. Okay, thanks everybody. Good night. I'm going to stop the recording, but I will check the chat briefly too.